Okay, and welcome back to another edition of Brooke's Buzz. Brooke's Buzz, the greatest podcast segment on the greatest reality TV podcast, The People's Rose. Thank you for watching. If you're watching us on YouTube, Brooke is going to give us some opinions on reality TV shows that she watches that I don't get to watch as much of, and just give us her takes. So what you got for us, Brooke?
Okay, so we've got to talk about Vanderpump Rules.
Okay.
Because it's back. We could really do a whole show on it, but we'll just... I need your feedback here.
Okay. Maybe we need to get one of your friends to do a special episode.
That might be a great idea.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so we're back full swing into Vanderpump Rules, and the timeline is on the show right now is that it's about 3 months post-Scandal, right? So Ariana is still very much like, I don't want to be in the same vicinity as Sandoval, even though they're still living in the same house.
Yeah.
But she's like, and other people are starting to like form relationships back with him.
Yeah. And
she's kind of just like, I want nothing to do with that. I don't want him to have any access to me in any way, shape, or form, blah, 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 right? Okay. So, obviously we know, right, in real time, she's been getting a lot of attention and a lot of opportunities, right, through all of this.
Okay.
So on the show, we're kind of watching that play out.
Okay.
Well, one of her besties, Sheena Shea, you know Sheena, right?
Yeah.
Sheena Shea, classic girl. Not the most recent episode, but the one prior, Sheena is starting to kind of mend things with Sandoval, and she's like, we've been friends for 10 years, like, it's just really hard on me, and she's kind of like, why can't anything ever be about me? Which is really funny, because everything is always about her. Right. Always. Right. Well, then Ariana gets Dancing with the Stars. Right. And Sheena, there's this moment where Sheena is having this kind of breakdown of like, I just don't understand why she, is being so hard on me about talking to Sandoval again and not sticking up for me. And because there was this picture where she was standing by Sandoval and she just had to, because it just worked out that way. And Ariana and people were dragging her online for it, and Ariana didn't come to her defense.
Oh gosh. So
Sheena's like, I just, she's not being a friend to me in all of this. Right. And she's like, she gets to go on Dancing with the Stars, and that's my thing. I've been practicing. Everyone knows that I've been practicing. I'm taking dance lessons because I wanted to go on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, gosh.
So then she even goes and talks to Lisa Vanderpump, because Lisa, is like the mom of all of them. They all go talk to her, oh wise one, and she's like, I wanted Dancing with the Stars, and I'm happy for Ariana, but that's my thing. That's what I always wanted. Right. And Lisa's actually like, oh yeah, that I feel bad, which okay, whatever. But the thing is though, now in real time now, Ariana it's just come out that Ariana is now going to host Love Island.
Oh, wow. Like she's the new host.
Yes. And the reason is because on the show, Ariana was... There's this moment from last season where her and Tom Sandoval are fighting, and he's like, why don't we ever do anything? We never go out. You never asked me to do anything. And she's like, well, sorry, like, I don't know. I didn't think you would want to sit on the couch and watch 10 hours of Love Island with me. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, now she has this opportunity. Some genius person who just is a whiz at TikTok, I guess. I think it was on TikTok I saw. Okay. Made this video of Sheena talking about the Dancing with the Stars thing, and then a clip of Sheena from one of the reunions telling Andy, well, I'm coming for your job when you retire because I want to be a TV host.
Oh,
so
God.
now everybody's like, their friendship is hanging on by a thread. If she was that upset about Dancing with the Stars, imagine how she's gonna be.
Well, if you are the kind of friend that gets upset at your friend's successes, and a lot of Ariana's successes have become opportunities because of her heartbreak, you're not a good friend.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? If someone's success and heartbreak causes you to be jealous and envious, you're not friends.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, Sheena's been like, no, like, I'm really happy for you, but, which I guess that doesn't really count.
Yeah, if she could say, I am so excited for you, and it's like you're getting to do the things that I wanted to do, and I'm a little disappointed I'm not getting to be the one to do it, but maybe, I'll go on dancing, or I'll be a host on America's Got Talent or something. Like, don't sell yourself short. There can be more than one host.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty good season so far. Last episode, there was just a bombshell dropped about how Katie Maloney went home with Schwartz, her ex-husband's supposed best friend, which I'm like, I thought Sandoval was his best friend, but there's this other guy, Max, who's supposedly his best friend, and Max was on a past season, and he got fired because he said really problematic racist tweets.
Perfect.
Yeah. And now, like, in the episode, they flashed back to, like, all of the people that he's been sexually and allegedly sexually involved with on the show, and it's like everybody on the cast. He's just not a good guy.
Okay.
So that's kind of where we're at with that. But yeah I mean, it's the show is just different than what it was when it first started, but I think it still works. But I don't know how many more seasons they're gonna get.
What do you think about, what is it, that Vanderpump, the one that's coming on Hulu? What's the name of that show?
Oh, Vanderpump Villa.
Yeah. What's your? It looks like they're trying to find a way to recapture that for those first season, but also have a little bit of on deck of experience. Is it below deck? Where it's a crew working with hospitality. So what do you think about that?
I think it actually has potential. I'll probably give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah. Now another one, The Valley, is another spinoff that has just started.
Right, with Jackson, Brittany.
Brittany.
Is it on E as well?
Bravo.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. It's a Bravo show. My bad.
And I was, of course, like, I'll give this one a try. I don't know if I'm going to like it. Well, of course I did. So, there's some interesting couples. There is a guy on there who I think maybe worse than Jax Taylor. If not at the same level.
Yeah.
So, that's going to be very interesting to watch.
I have a question, just from what I've seen, maybe, I don't know if I saw this on a trailer or headlines. Are Jax and Brittany really going through a separation?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Is it a separation or a divorce or
separation?
But I thought they were on great terms.
Well, they never really are. I mean, they've always been on rocky waters. I think it's just one of those situations where Brittany is the only person in the world who will put up and handle Jax.
And even her, she has a limit.
Yeah, like, exactly. And she even said that in an interview. She's like, I can only take so much.
Yeah.
Like, so much arguing, so much.
Yeah.
And even, like, I don't know, I saw this other girl who had posted about her experience meeting them at BravoCon.
Yeah.
And she's probably, like, a influencer or something, because she said Jax blocked her, and she, like, called Jax out for blocking her, and he's like, oh, sorry, I don't know, you probably said something mean. And Brittany was like, I'm sorry, he just does that, don't take it personally. And she was like, how awesome that Brittany stood up for me, a total stranger, for being blocked by her husband. Like, Brittany just can handle him in a way that I think nobody else can, really. And that he actually is, some of the time, good with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They're definitely separated. I think she said she moved out with their son, and that they might get back together, is what she said.
Okay.
So, I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. But she did say that, I'm pretty sure she did say there wasn't any cheating.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So, yeah, we'll see if
it's not good, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. We'll see if that plays out on the Valley. It seems like that might be a part of a storyline, but there's another couple there who's like kind of on the verge.
Yeah.
Too. So, who knows?
Okay.
Other thing I have is that the cast of Villain season 2 has dropped.
Yeah.
Some notable people: Teresa Giudice from Giudice.
I thought it was Giudice.
I think it's Giudice.
I was like, who is Teresa Giudice?
I think it's Giudice.
I think it's Giudice.
From Real Housewives of New Jersey is gonna be on, which is cool.
Yeah.
Jesse from Big Brother.
Yeah.
Which, sorry. He's always a trip. And then we have Larissa from 90 Day Fiancé.
Oh gosh.
Do you remember
Larissa?
Yeah, I know
Larissa.
She was dating Colty.
Yeah. I know, yeah.
Colty.
Uh-huh.
Or, excuse me, married to Colty.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. And, New York. New York is coming
I feel
back.
she just have a, automatic spot if she wants to come.
I mean, clearly.
She's the ultimate reality TV villain. She's an OG. The show's better when she's on it. I feel like she should just be emeritus. Is emeritus correct? Or just all-time QB?
Clearly. Then we have Victoria from The Bachelor, which I don't really remember.
It's weird that you don't remember Queen Victoria. Her and Katie did not get along. She was on Matt James' season.
Maybe I need to just watch a clip and I'll remember.
Yeah, she was on Paradise. Yeah, it's weird. Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Perfect. That was another insightful buzz from Brooke. We got some Vanderpump updates of the whole Vanderpump universe, the Vanderverse, if you will. And okay, that's good news. Okay, I'm excited to stop using this fake accent that I've been using all the time, and now I can let my true accent out.
Oh my god!
It was kind of tough keeping it up, but we got the YouTubers watching, and I didn't want them to be alarmed by my authentic way of speaking. As you know, we had the release of Cowboy Carter.
Oh yeah.
This past Friday, and we are very much excited about it. Another masterful album from Mrs. Knowles Carter. And in honor of Mrs. Knowles Carter, we have been watching Farmer Once a While.
Yeah, in honor of her.
Yeah, in honor of Cowboy Carter. In the impending release,
I would say getting to our Texas roots, but none of the farmers are from Texas.
No, but a farmer did just bring on a girl from Texas. And
True.
So that was good.
True.
But but I'm sorry. But we have been watching. We're one of the very few people in America that's watching Farmer Once a While. Wouldn't you say? But, babe, this is.
I can't take you seriously.
Babe, I'm just being myself. What are we gonna? We have to be honest about
y'all. For the 3 listeners that are listening, let me just tell this story about on our honeymoon.
What? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We went to LA, of course. We went at one point, it was late. We were getting some drive-through.
I wanted to try an Impossible Burger from Burger King. I heard those Californians had put a vegan patty on a burger.
Okay.
Wanted to check it out.
For some reason, this guy is like, I'm going to talk with this accent in the drive-thru.
I think be myself. What's wrong with that? Anyways,
you wish you had a Southern accent.
Well, first of all, let's be clear. The fake accent that I use 90% of the time in my life is a Southern accent. Okay. I'll say it's just not the ones people expect. Now, this one that I'm using right now, which is still my accent, first of all. Secondly, is also a Southern accent.
Oh my gosh.
Now, back to what I was talking about. Farmer Wants a Wife. Farmer Wants a Wife is a show on Fox.
Stop!
No.
You're not really gonna do this whole segment like that.
Be myself? Why you trying
Why? Because if you haven't been yourself through this whole podcast, then why stop the facade now?
Because I feel it's applicable.
Oh gosh.
To the show we're discussing, Farmer Wants a Wife. In fact, the viewers that are watching Farmer Wants a Wife are very accustomed to this kind of speech. I don't know what you're doing with your highfalutin fancy pants. Correct way of speaking.
According to you, I have a country accent.
I wouldn't say you have a country accent, but you definitely have a West Texas accent.
I don't have an accent.
Accent. Okay, now, as I was saying, A Farmer Wants a Wife. Farmer Wants a Wife is a show on Fox News. It's a reality TV show. Not Fox News. Whoa. This accent's gone too far.
Yeah, it's going to your head.
It's a show on Fox, the broadcast network, where a bunch of ladies from all over the United States, all over the US of A, come together, and 4 farmers who are single and ready to mingle pick from these selection of ladies, and they take them back to their respective farms, because these farmers are from all over the United States, the US of A, and they date these women. Now, we've got farmers from all over. Let me look at my notes.
Oh, wait, you want to know what's funny, too?
Yeah.
It's on what is it called? In the Valley?
Okay, we're not talking about Farmer Wants a Wife.
On the Valley,
Uh-huh.
on the new spinoff of Vanderpump,
Yeah.
Kristen is dating a guy who has a farm. He's a farmer in Colorado.
You're kidding.
And so when I watch, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is Farmer Wants a Wife.
Yeah.
Because they're like, he's like staying in LA for the summer.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to have a baby. And everyone's like, what's the end game? Like, are you going to move to Colorado? Is he going to move here?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't know. We're working it out. And they're just like, Kristen, a farmer's not going to leave his farm.
Yeah, that's
in Colorado.
His source of income. He's got a. No, that makes sense.
Which is like the whole thing of Farmer Wants a Wife, right?
Wait, Kristen is on the Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's back. I thought she was done with the whole reality
she's
TV. That's cool.
She's on the Valley. But that's like the whole thing on Farmer Wants a Wife, right? Like, these girls are expected to move to the farm and assimilate to that life.
Exactly. They have to choose. Well, that's part of it. It's more than just finding love. They have to really make that decision if they're going to move and live that farmer lifestyle.
But they're kind of like, on last season, they were kind of like, well, I don't know. Like, what could we do? Right? Like, there wasn't anyone that was just like, yes, I want to move here. They were all kind of like, well, we could split time.
No, there were people like that on last season. They were very much ready to live that farmer lifestyle.
I don't remember that.
But that's a decision these women have to make, for those who don't watch the show. So it's like The Bachelor, only there's 4 of them, and they're all on their respective farms, and they're dating substantially fewer women.
Yes, I think they start with 5 women.
5 women. And not everyone goes home every week. They kind of get to pick and choose at their own pace. Now they have to get down to a final pick at the end of the show. So we're caught up, but we haven't gone fully in depth into the season. And so what I wanted to do is go maybe guy by guy, farmer by farmer, go through his women and discuss them. You want to start with our boy Brandon from Colorado?
The thing is I can't keep up with the women that are with each guy.
Okay, well, how about this? Let's level set. Who do you think is the best pick for Brandon? Do you have that? Okay. How about we do this? Where we at currently, for those who are keeping up and don't need a full dive of the seller.
Yeah, let's just get to where we are currently.
The farmers have had respective women on their show, on their farms, and they've narrowed it down. Each farmer's got maybe 3 or 2 left. Some actually have 4. The reason some have more is halfway through the season, the quote unquote host, the production team, offered each farmer the chance to have another woman join their harem.
Drama.
Right.
And here's the thing. They did not do this last season.
Maybe they did.
They did not do this last season.
Oh, you're right. You're right that they didn't actually do it for real. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So when they were like, they said, oh, they have an opportunity to bring another girl on the farm. I was like, oh, this is just a trick to get people to watch, to get the drama. It's just going to be like their moms coming to visit. Because last season they did have a time where their moms came to visit.
Right.
Well, I was totally bamboozled.
Right.
They literally had an opportunity to leave the farm, go on a date with a new girl, and bring that girl back to the farm to be like a contestant, to win his heart.
And you know what was interesting about the women that the production team brought for each farmer is that each woman, with each farmer, it felt like the production team watched these guys closely. Maybe they had more time to figure out what they liked and what they were looking for. And they brought women that were not just generic, hot, good-looking women, although they all were very beautiful. They all were beautiful and good-looking, blessed by God. But specifically, these women seemed almost tailored, fine-tuned, match-made for these farmers to be a woman they would actually consider, not just on their looks, but where they were in life, what they were looking for, what kind of life they were looking to live. For instance, our boy Brandon in Colorado, Emerson was the girl. Okay, spoiler alert, they all brought additional women home.
Yeah, they all decided to bring a new girl home.
And we'll go by piece, so that was a good decision. Brandon brought Emerson home. I think it was a good decision because I actually think he should pick Emerson.
Okay, here's the deal. Brandon had gotten down to 2 girls.
Just 2 women.
Brandon is, in my opinion, the least... what's the word?
I don't know. And in my opinion, he's the coolest and the most normal dude.
What?
He just seems like a dude that you could hang out with. He seems like a dude that you could saddle up.
You did say that. You did
just say,
that.
Hey man, let's go hang out.
He's just, in my opinion, he's just like has the least like.
You don't think he's attractive?
Oh, actually, that's not true.
Yeah, I was about to say he has way more than Nathan.
Well, okay, I'm not attracted to any of these guys like that because I'm married. I'm in a very happy, healthy marriage.
You got a farmer of your own, I'd say.
But so Brandon had gotten down to 2 girls, and neither of them are the right fit.
Yeah.
Well,
see,
Joy
just has admitted she doesn't have emotions.
He literally took this girl
she's
Joy
a hollow shell
on a date, and she was like, "I don't have emotions," and he was like, "What?"
And she's not empathetic.
Yeah.
She's a nurse. It was actually kind of scary.
It was a little weird. It was a little weird.
His other girl, Grace, is a better fit, but it was almost kind of a mild connection.
Yeah.
There weren't any sparks flying. It just felt like, well, you're the best, the rest. And he wasn't acting like that.
Yeah.
But I think it was apparent in their chemistry.
And he had already had 2 girls that went home on their own. They were like, this ain't working, I'm out. So needless to say, Joy and Grace were excited for this new girl to come in.
Well, Joy I think Grace was just kind of going with the flow. She was respectful of it. But it doesn't matter because his conversation, his chemistry, his attraction with Emerson jumped off the screen. And the way you feel about Joey and Kelsey, I said this to you while we were watching.
Okay.
It's how I feel about Brandon and Emerson. I hope they find love. I hope they have multiple children together. I hope they have the best farm in all of Colorado. He goes back to see her in Iowa. And they have good relations with her family. I hope I get to meet Emerson and Brandon. And if y'all ever want to, go for a hay roll or...
hay
a hay roll, or just saddle up and go race some stallions. Let me know, Emerson and Brandon.
Really committed to this
bit. Wow. I'll try to ignore that.
Okay, the next one is Mitchell, and he's in Tennessee.
Hold on before we get on to Mitchell? If you tune into the show or you've seen the previews for the show, and you say, "Who's that guy cosplaying as a modern day Robin Hood?" Wearing that weird hat that he wears.
He does wear a weird hat. It is not like a traditional cowboy hat.
I will say he's smooth with the ladies. The ladies seem to love him. But to me, he almost seems sinister. There's a bad aura about him. He looks like a guy that kind of has some... he seems like a good guy. Let me be clear on that. But he seems like a good guy that you're like, he's a good guy, but I don't want him dating my sister.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't have any sisters, so... But... Mitchell, his girl, she's got Sydney. He should pick her. She is from New Jersey. My accent is kind of shifting. Let me get back on track. She's from New Jersey. She's the daughter of a construction worker. She's been into him from the get go, and he should pick her. But he's kind of non-committal. He wants.
Yeah.
There's another girl. She's a little more. I hate to be. Everyone gets on you about being PC nowadays, but she's a little more ethnic. And
oh my.
I forget her name. She's got one of those exotic names.
Kiana.
See? Kiana. Excuse me.
Are you trying to get us canceled?
No, I'm trying to get us
yourself
viewers.
canceled.
I'm trying to get us viewers.
Oh my gosh.
Kiana and listeners, this is a podcast first and foremost. Kiana is kind of trying to maybe trick herself into being attracted to him.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I don't think
she does not give farmer or like into this kind of guy at all.
No.
I think she's just maybe competitive, wants to win.
Yeah.
Long story short, he has a blonde Texan girl come onto his stable, and he takes her home. That was a mistake. He needs to, at this point, he needs to be committed to Sydney.
But the girls were not happy. They were threatening to leave.
They were threatening to leave. He had to talk it over with each and every girl.
And then they all go on this camping trip, all four and all the girls. And he has this like one-on-one where he's talking to the new girl from Texas. And he's like after in his one-on-one interview, he's like, yeah, wasn't much of a connection there this time. I might have made a mistake in bringing her here.
Right. Well, let's take a quick second to say, if you're watching us on YouTube, we are going to have to end the video here. If you want to hear the rest of our video and hear me switch back to a normal accent, please follow us on The People's Rose at any way you listen to your podcast. We post the videos for Big Buzz here on our YouTube channel. So if you want to watch and hear us discuss about Brooke's TV shows, you can watch that here. And you can also listen to the rest of our podcast on our YouTube, where we post the audio from it, and you can listen to it there. So we appreciate you for watching this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, please. And if you follow the podcast, rate us there too. We need the help.
Yeah, we need some good ratings.
So thank you for watching, and see you in the rest of our podcast.